Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss.
It's the sauce. Jake Paul.
This bout is scheduled.
You can tell both. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Nice right hook. Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Catch and shoot. That big hook doesn't land. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Akoli in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the left there. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Akoli in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That's another scoring shot. I guess showboating is part of their plan. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. Perfect counter lands. The right hook just missed. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That punch landed. That counter shot lands. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Coley in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Shot from the gut. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are ready.
Oh, right there. Lawrence Okolie caught with a thunderous shot. That time counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. That jab misses. Lucky that hook didn't score. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Okolie in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Just missed with that hook. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. What a punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee is going to allow him to fight. Let's talk about Coley in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Beautiful counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
That will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. It's not over till it's over. Here we go. It's round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with it.
Scores with the counter. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift they have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make...
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
Just like another, like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass all over. TKO is spot on.
Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. Time for our tail of the tape. Johnny Nelson. He's 100. The entertainer. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Sheffield, England, here is the longest reigning World Cruiserweight Champion of all time, Johnny, the Entertainer Nelson. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That hook was thrown with some bad intention. And he scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy. Those counter punches have to hurt. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage, so what do we expect to see here in round two? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. Perfect counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Figure out a way to neutralize that length. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Got out of the way that right hook. Counter shot. Talk about Nelson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need it.
All right, I went over the roof. Box.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that.
Any of this.
This is all going great. Keep doing what you're doing.
Take your time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can you continue? And relax. Come on. It's all right. You're all right. Come on. You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Let's do it. I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Saul Alvarez. He's 107. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion. Quite simply, one of the greatest of all time. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Triple G at just 15 years old and holding his own. In fact, he turned pro at the age of 16 years old.
Just take note. Look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues.
All right.
You can't get a better place to fight in.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Caution being thrown to the wind. It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. punch, counter punch. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
So hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire on you.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. They blocked the left there. How about that time counter shot? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Come on, switch off. Get your boxing back together.
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
A perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Yo, what's good, homie?
This is the Undertaker and I'm here for your soul next match in my yard to rest in peace. Headstone Coffin.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
Switching off.
There's the bell for round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And it's survival time for David Benavidez.
You wanna play one?
Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far.
Yeah, I got you after this.
What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Oh, my word.
Canelo just rolling a blunt already.
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at that.
Should be ready when you finish.
Like it never happened.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They both want the knockout. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Don't wait to load up. Don't go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round. Listen.
God, he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again.
God Undisputed.
Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Got out of the way that right hook.
Forsign 100 and PS5 rank Plantium 2.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
This is Undisputed's Undertaker. Okay.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life.
I'm here for your soul.
You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nope, that hook won't score.
Peace with tears of joy.
The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Just back into the fight. You're not even in the same league.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good work. He's been toasted for this entire fight. And now you've...
This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Hook misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Come on. You let him back into the fight.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missing with the hook. And he scores with the counter. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.